Okay, first of all, let me start this video by saying if you are someone who knows me from my TikTok and you're coming from my TikTok to here, you might be confused because on my TikTok I said I would not be posting on social media for a while. On YouTube, though, that's a little different. I'm going to keep posting these topics that I find important to address in today's world that I really want to spread awareness of. I am going through a very hard time right now. Something happened to me very recently, and it's very stressful. I'm not going to share any details. I'm not quite sure if I'm legally allowed to share details, and I'm also not comfortable sharing details. All I'm going to say is something happened, so I'm not going to be on here as frequent, but I do still want to upload when this doesn't really make sense, but I do still want to upload topics that are very important to me, that I feel very strongly about, that are very big problems in today's society. So let me fix up my hair real quick and we'll get started. Also, it is storming outside, so I might be interrupted by thunder a few times. So when I really felt this issue needed to be addressed was earlier today. There's hair in my mouth, sorry. So there's this TikToker I watch, or not TikTok, YouTuber, YouTube Shorts. This girl, she's really good at makeup and stuff, but she's, this is important for later, she's slightly overweight, but I didn't think anything of that because she always does like this funny thing where she contours her chin to get rid of the double chin. Thought it's hilarious. She has a great sense of humor, but there were people commenting that, first of all, just think about how ridiculous this is. People were commenting, you shouldn't be hiding your overweightness. It's not funny. You could die early and it's unhealthy. Completely untrue. I commented because I really think she is. I was like, you're so gorgeous, that's amazing makeup. And someone replied to me and said, don't lie to her, you're just encouraging her to be unhealthy because she could die at an early age if she's like this. She should work out. Really? And you know what he said when I talked back to him? He said, I'm just giving medical advice to help her. Medical advice? First of all, that is horrible medical advice because you're not considering any medical conditions that could cause her to be overweight. Like, everybody knows there's like multiple eating disorders, and for me, it's not an eating disorder because I actually, a lot of the time, because of my stomach disorder, it makes me not hungry at all, and I actually eat very little. Some days my grandparents have to make me eat because the stomach disorder, sometimes it just hurts to eat at all, but also with my stomach disorder, it makes me bloat really bad. And there's some medications I've been on recently, like the prednisone, that made me gain a lot of water weight in my arms and especially under my chin. I got like moon face. So first of all, they weren't considering that, and then he said, well, some people might have medical conditions, but that doesn't make it impossible to lose weight. And you know what? That blew my mind. But it can be very, very hard, and sometimes it is impossible. And he also said that by not working out, that she's lazy and ignorant. I wonder if he's ever heard of depression, or if his life is just too much of a happy little innocent bubble that he doesn't know what struggles are. Just saying. I'm gonna put these up. But first of all, no. Sometimes it can be really hard, even impossible for some people to lose weight because they might be eating very little. And you know what? Some people who are overweight will starve themselves because people make them so insecure by those comments, which is not good. But some people could literally starve themselves and work out multiple times a day, cardio, everything, starving themselves, and they will not look any different. Like I said, the prednisone, and there's other medications that are important to them that cause you to gain weight, that even if you're not like eating a lot. And there are some people who he said, oh, I'm just making them healthier by giving them this advice. That's not advice, first of all. That's criticism to someone else's, that's criticizing a stranger, the body of a stranger online, which is highly inappropriate. But also, losing weight, having to lose weight or feeling that you need to lose weight isn't always healthy. First of all, it could cause another type of eating disorder, like starving yourself a lot. It could also be that some people are on medications that are important to them to live, and some of those medications also make them gain weight or eat a lot. And by you telling them you should gain weight, by him telling them you should lose weight, It's not impossible. It might not be impossible, but if they get off of that medication, which is the only way they can start losing weight is by getting off that medication, they might die. So what do you think is healthier? A little overweight or dead? And yes, there are some people who are just like normally overweight, and that's not bad either. You don't need to go around telling people online that you don't even know that they're fat and ugly and should work out. That's not helping anything. You're just plain mean and entitled. And even if someone can lose weight, they're not obligated to. That's not your choice, that's theirs. And you wanna know the worst part? Most of the people making these mean comments, these arrogant, ignorant comments, are grown adults. Grown adults. I'm 13. And I already have intelligence that they could never bring. Scratch that. I have a stuttering problem sometimes, but these are grown adults. I'm 13 and I already have more compassion, brains, common sense than they could ever dream of. So, there was this time, for example for me, I was on this medication. So, I'll start with the beginning of the story. I had picked up a deadly disease. I'm immunocompromised as one of my disorders, which caused me to pick up this deadly disease called histoplasmosis. It got into my brain and my spine, and the medication they put me on for it, just letting you know, if I wasn't on this medication, I could have died. When they got me into the hospital, they said if I had waited even a few more days and not gotten on that medication, I would have died. That medication made me gain weight a lot. I was very overweight for a long period of time on that medication. And by someone saying, it's not impossible to lose weight, right, it wasn't impossible for me to lose weight. I could just get off the medicine and lose weight, but you know what else would happen? I would die. I would die. And also, if you're wondering why I'm not looking at the camera, my phone is landscape, so I'm looking at the center, at myself, and the camera's, and the recording part of the camera's here, so. It just shocks me how ignorant and rude people could be these days, especially grown adults. Just gonna let you guys think about this for a while. Let that sink in, all of this. And honestly, like with the other topics, like the gender problems and the abortion problems and all the other topics I've covered and like the LGBT stuff, if you're commenting hate towards something that people do or people are and they're happy with themselves, and you're commenting hate all about it, your life must be really sad. You must have nothing else to do, nothing to do with your life besides comment rude comments in your mom's basement. Do you have anything else to do with your life but spread hatred? It really seems like it. These adults, these grown adults, have nothing else to do in their life but sit in their mom's basement and spread hatred online. What's the point? Have you ever heard if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all? Genuinely, though, I am very shocked. People who post videos, post comments, reply to people, spreading hate and negative opinions towards that person. Get a life. Do something with yourself. If that's all you do, then that's just sad. Bravo, you ruined someone else's day. Are you proud? Wow, good job, you made someone insecure about their body. Are you happy? Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.